All right, guys, it's your boy Turbo with Chronic Turbo Reviews, and here today we have a 2025 Kia K4 LXS. Not an X, S. You know, my words can be a bit all over the place. I have a lisp. Not really, but I just be making shit up as I go. Very nice looking vehicle. Straight off the bat, I like the way it looks. This, if you don't know, or if you've been living under a rock, this basically is a Kia Forte. Gone is the Kia Forte. Now you have the Kia K4. Forte 4. Forte 4. Get it? All right. There we go. Now, pricing on this vehicle is very attractive. This is a $22,990 MSRP vehicle in the United States. It is very attractive at that price. It sells very well. At my company, we sell a boatload of these bad boys. I'm talking about this one's going out tomorrow. And we have another one over there also going out tomorrow. I think tomorrow we have like 5 of these being sold. So it's absolutely insane how fast these things sell. And that's just early on today. We don't know what's going to actually sell tomorrow. It might be even triple that amount of number. I wouldn't be surprised. And we're not a Kia dealership, so that should tell you something. But full LEDs. You got your turn signals. I do have your hazards on so you can see what the turn signals look like. Full LED as well. Your headlights are LED. You don't have fog lamps on this vehicle, which is a bummer, but a lot of vehicles are doing away with the fog lamps, so I can't say too much. Body lines are pretty damn spot on as far as like being more boxy and less girly as the Forte was, I would say. Is that right for me to say it was girly? What's wrong with being a girl? But come around to the side, we got 205s on the front, 205s on the rear. These are 16-inch rims. This is like a anodized aluminum, I would like to say. Nice gray finish to it as well. Does look really nice though. Painted mirror caps. It's not gloss back, but it is painted, so it's nice to see that it's not flat black. They didn't cheap out in that aspect of the vehicle. And we're going to talk about the dimensions as well when I go ahead and step back. Total curb weight is 2,956 pounds. Wheelbase is 107.1 inches, which is between the wheels. Length is 185.4 inches. Width is 72.8 and height is 55.9 inches. Going around the back, pretty cohesive design. Everything comes together very nicely. Huge flat black portion down here at the bottom of the bumper. I don't really know how to feel about it. Could have been body colored, but at the same time, it's not exactly what I would call ugly. So I can't really take off any points. You don't have a visible exhaust from the outside, but there is one definitely tucked under here. And then go ahead and pop the trunk. We're gonna talk about the dimensions. All right, lifting that right on up. Trunk space, 14.6 cubic feet of space. Yeah, it's very usable. 60-40 split, so you can put some larger items in here as well. You want to put something through the middle, that's fine. Close that back up. Not a lot of fanfare going on in the rear. But let's go ahead and pop that hood, and we're going to talk about the engine specs. All right, here we are. We're under the hood. 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, 147 horsepower, 132 pound-feet of torque. Front wheel drive, paired with a CVT transmission. 0 to 60 is about 9 to 9.2 seconds. Ugh, oh my God, that is slow. But that's not what this vehicle's all about. It's not what it's all about at all. It's about being economical. We're talking 29 in the city, 39 on the highway for a total of 33 mpg. You see what you get as a trade-off for power, guys? You get a full tank of gas that you can ride on for the whole week. And with this economy that's happening right now, I don't think that's a bad trade-off, to be completely honest. This would be a good vehicle for just driving to work. You don't have to take your Mustang or your Camaro, your Challenger, your BMW, or whatever you have to work. Leave it at home. Save some gas and drive this, man. It's only $22,000. Just drive this. Unless you spend all your money on your Mustang, Challenger, Charger, BMW, then at that point, you kind of have no choice but to drive it. But enough about that. Let's go ahead and get inside the vehicle. All right, we're in. This is a used vehicle, so if you do see a little blemish or scratch here and there, that's what it is. It will be buffed out or cleaned or whatever before we sell it. Like I said, I worked at a large online car retailer. You know, I'm not going to say their name. I don't get paid to do that, so I'm not going to name drop or anything like that. But you could kind of figure it out. You see logos and whatnot. Door panel, hard touch material on the center portion, the bottom portion. The only place that the soft touch is the actual armrest itself, but everything else is just hard touch plastic. Is it super cheap? Doesn't feel premium, but it doesn't feel super hollow either. So it is just good enough, I guess. No map pockets. Pretty solid back seat, but it is all plastic, as you can see. It shakes. 2 USB Type-C ports. You have some storage down here. No AC vents for the rear, but it is a small vehicle, so you can feel the air just fine coming from up front. For the seats themselves, not much going on. I'm gonna be completely honest. And dude, you're gonna hate me for saying this, but you do not have cup holders. So other than what's in the doors, you better hold your cups. Do not spill them in this car. Seating material doesn't feel too crazy. It doesn't feel extremely premium. I wouldn't say it's scratchy, but it's not the most supple cloth. I could say that for sure. I wouldn't sleep on it. I wouldn't sleep on it. You shouldn't be sleeping in your car anyway, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Now for $22,000, I could say I'll let a lot of this slide. Headliner is not black, but I didn't expect it to be black because it's not a premium vehicle or a sports car, so I expected the beige headliner. So be prepared for the lipstick marks and the mascara marks if you have a wife or a girlfriend or anything like that, because they do their makeup in the car and they leave the marks on the ceiling. I'm not ranting, I'm just stating the facts. I'm a married man. But that's enough about the rear, guys. Let's go ahead and hop up front. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Oh, and I also want to state I have plenty of headroom. 6'1", pretty big guy. Decent amount of headroom sitting in the rear. Even with the slope of the roof. Pretty nice. All right, we're up front. Same thing, really good amount of headroom. Just as much as the rear, if not more. Very comfortable. I was sitting behind myself. I had a decent amount of space in the back, so I was able to sit right behind myself in the rear of the vehicle. So, very nice place to be, if you're asking me. You can fit 5 people in here, 5 small adults, or I would say about 4 average size adults, and a child can fit in here no problem. Well, larger than average, not average size adults. But displays, a lot of nice things going on up here. You know, I'm looking at it and I'm like, damn, we got 2 big, massive touchscreens. No, you don't. If I'm not mistaken, this one's 12.3 inches. This one's also 12.3 inches, but it's not a full digital display. Just a small little screen in the middle with, you know, digital tachometer and speedometer, which is nice. But your actual display itself is very intuitive, very responsive, nice to look at, very snappy, as you can see. It came a long way. Hyundai is on a really good level. Hyundai, Kia, Genesis, they're on their own plane of existence right now. They like right in that sweet spot between luxury and economy. So I like what they're doing. Hard touch, pretty much everywhere. Sound like gunshots. Can I say that? I don't think I can say that. I'm sorry, guys. Go ahead and open this up. Plenty of space, not lined with felt. Does just drop right open. No wireless charging pad. I mean, it's only $22,000. I don't really expect to have one. 2 Type-C ports. You got your 12 volt in there as well. Here's your shifter. Push start button right here. Very large and massive cup holder area. So I guess you don't have any for the rear. Just put them up here. Push this and you got regular size cup holders. Decent amount of space in here as well. You have no connections on the inside. Coming over to the steering wheel, here's your drive mode selector. You just press it right there. You have normal, sport, normal, sport. So just leave it in normal. I wouldn't ever drive this thing in sport. I mean, it's a CVT. So unless you want to hear droning, I don't recommend it. I'm not all for all that kind of stuff. Here's your, you know, your assistance controls, you know, as far as like following distance, cruise control, that type of crap. Even though you don't really have a ton going on in this vehicle. Matter of fact, let me talk about some of the safety and standard features that you get as far as like tech and everything on this particular car. All right. Wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. You have standard blind spot monitor system. You have collision warning, rear cross traffic alert, safe exit warning, lane keeping and following assist, auto emergency braking, and pedestrian detection. So that's actually not too bad. Not too shabby at all for this price point. Of course, coming over here, no heated seats, no cool seats, as to be expected. Your climate controls are all right here. Physical buttons, I love that. It's not all on the screen, even though you do have that option as well. So it's very nice to have. Here's your volume knob right here. Just roll it up and down. I don't want to change the volume and get copyrighted or anything like that. Steering wheel, super cheap. You do have this like very hard, I mean not hard, it's a soft plastic. It's injected molding, whatever they call that crap. I forgot what the exact term for it. But the steering wheel is very, very cheap. Looks good. Don't get me wrong. Looks a heck of a lot better than the Forte steering wheel. But they could have done better on the material. I couldn't imagine touching this for like, oh my God, this feels terrible. Just touching this on a daily basis, whatever. I'm sorry, guys. Hard touch on the doors as well, same as the rear with the soft touch portion right here. It's not leather, but it is like a leatherette vinyl kind of like material. And that's pretty much it, guys. You press this right here, you get access to your backup camera. You don't have surround monitor system on here. There's not a ton going on. That's pretty much it for this one, guys. If you're looking for something that's in the economy class and you're very tight on budget and you want something newer, you don't want to go used, or if you do want to go used, you still want to get something that's newer and pretty low miles. This one has 27,000 miles. This is your vehicle. Granted, you're going to miss out on some features, but everything that you need, it does have. So you're not really missing out on much. If you want something luxurious, you're going to have to spend a little bit more money. I'm sorry. But that's it for this one. Love you guys. It's your boy Turbo. Peace.